Just wanted to say hi to everybody before I start the readings, and to say we're into March. Oh my God. Daffodils are springing up and snowdrops, and Mother Earth is starting to come alive. It's been a long winter. Firstly, I want to send out my love and healing to all those people who've been affected by the flooding across the country. Terrible, terrible situation to be in. So my heart and love goes out to you. Also, we have got the coronavirus. Always remember to stay calm. Don't try to buy into the fear of a situation. Be sensible. Take common sense steps to protect yourself. I kind of feel that, it's bad enough we've got the internet now and people don't talk. Back in the day, you didn't have a mobile phone. You went to visit people so you could have a catch up. Now, unless you're staying over, you don't usually bother, do you? You can catch up on the phone, Skype. So the more that technology pushes forward, it's almost like Mother Earth pushing back and isolating us for some reason. I just find it incredulous. They're saying don't give a kiss to somebody, don't shake hands, and it's like, we don't need that on top of the isolation we've got already. So it is a bit, I do find it quite strange. I don't know what your thoughts are on it, but it's here and we have to deal with it. So be sensible and take common sense steps. On another note, there's lots going on for all of you in March moving forward. I think, generally speaking to you throughout the last couple of months, people have had some extremely difficult circumstances to deal with, and I'm here to bring that positivity and hope, and I hope that's what I do through these readings. We do have the spring equinox to look forward to, so we are certainly getting the lighter nights. Isn't that good? More daytime. And we do have Mother's Day here in the UK on the 23rd of March, just for those of you who'd forgotten. So I think there's such a lot going on with. Be mindful. My message to you would be mindful to take yourself away. People are constantly talking about the virus and constantly talking about what's going on. Just take yourself off. Put some good, nice, calming music. Don't listen to it all. Take what you need and then leave it. Don't buy into the drama, because the drama is what makes it worse. And do look after yourself. I feel as well this month, for me, I will have to say, my poor brother was rushed into hospital and with gallstones, but the pancreas is so inflamed that they attempted to operate on him and had to give up because he got complications, which I won't go into. So for me, I'm going to disappear to Canada for a week or 10 days just to be beside him, because I think sometimes when people do feel unwell, or we're talking about, I think one of the videos talk about mental health, it's just nice to just have a loving member of family around you, or a loving friend. So the good news is, yes, there's good news, that I'm going to put on a special offer. So for this month of March, telephone readings will be £25 for 20 minutes. Now, I can do this anywhere in the world, so that means I can work in Canada, because I will have to work in Canada because I'm self-employed. So although I'll be doing my healing hands bit on my brother, I will also be able to do readings for you as normal, well, with a 5-hour time difference. So take advantage of this offer. It's a special deal. If you just mention you've watched the YouTube channel, then in the box below is the PayPal details, and just drop the money in the PayPal. Do it for friends and family, please, because I get charged for it, so I don't get the full amount. And look forward to bringing some upliftment to you and some good news, because there is good news out there. We just have to maybe at this point in time look a little harder. So thank you to all of you who have subscribed and come on here regularly, month after month. It's brilliant, and thank you for your lovely feedback. It does spur me on. I'm doing this for free, so it doesn't, you know, it's my time, but you know what, at the end we'll get there. So thank you so much. I would like to be on a little bit more, but I can't at the moment because my hands are tied. And you know what, I was supposed to be starting my babysitting duties next week with this grandson, and that's all had to go carbosh. So Mercury retrograde has got an awful lot to answer for. Thank God it goes direct on the 10th, and then it's stationary for a couple of days, then it starts to build up speed, and it's finally back in full swing on the 31st of March. Hopefully by then we'll have a wonderful Easter in April. So until I see you all again, stay on the video. Your insights are coming up right now. Mwah. Welcome, Gemini, to this month's monthly tarot insights. And it's the month of March, it's spring. You can feel it in the air. So let's have a look and see what's in store for you this month. Now I'm using my Gaia Oracle cards. We're going to pull one of those cards first. I love these cards, they're very beautiful. I have beautiful messages and affirmations with them. So let's pull you a card from the deck. And we have Evolution. There we go. Oops, isn't that a beautiful card? We are always evolving from the minute we are born. We are growing, changing to the point where we start to understand ourselves and life, if we ever get there. But looking at the way we look at things, so evolution, evolving, but so is Mother Earth. And at the moment we have got so much going on here in the UK with the storms, the floods, and all our prayers always go out to the people who have got caught up in situations like that. But this is about Mother Earth changing. She has always consistently changed, and we have to adapt. And sometimes things happen in our lives that we can't avoid, that change comes in. And so therefore we have to learn to adapt, surrender to it, and move on. So this is your card for this month, and there's a beautiful affirmation with it, which I want to read out, which it says, all lovingly unfolds through time and space. Life constantly transforms, but in essence, nothing changes. There is nothing to fear. There is only love. Love is my guiding force, and I am at one with the universe and the stars. And as they say, we came from the stars and we will go back to the stars. So really nice affirmation there. So let's have a look and see. You are evolving, Gemini. Right, I've shuffled these cards, so let's get some cards out. What's going on this month of March? We've got Mother's Day, 23rd of March, so happy Mother's Day to all of you who are mothers. What have we got? Ooh. We have got the Six of Pentacles, and you may have been finding that you've got a lot of expense, some of it expected, some of unexpected. And as you can see at the bottom, there's hands there taking the money. It's like, oh, I've just earned my wage and now I've got to pay this, this and this. Isn't that the case? However, this card says you can breathe a sigh of relief this month because you find the balance with your finances. This is something that is needed to come in, and with being prudent, you have adjusted, and the excessive expense is moving away from you. So you should find that your financial side is much more balanced this month. Unless you do a shopping spree like I like to. Right, okay, now we've got a major arcana, we've got the death card. Oh, everybody says to me, oh, what does that mean? Do you know what? I love this card. I really do. Because what it's saying to you is you are on a pathway of transformation. Now, transformation and evolving are very much the same thing. So you are on a journey, and with this card, transformation is something that happens slowly but surely, quietly in the background. Quietly, you're not looking at things in the same way you used to look at them. And it also would represent you closing the door on a situation. Now, that is under your control. So you may be closing the door, you may be changing your job. Time to move on because you have evolved through it, you've outgrown it. You may be moving house because maybe your family has expanded and you're looking for more room. You may be ending a relationship because you've outgrown one another, or you see that there's no point in persevering with it. But with every closed door, you must always remember there is an open one in front of us, stepping into a new chapter. But with that, you bring the experience of what's gone before. And that shapes the way you look at things. It shapes the way you think. And this is quite important this month, to be looking at things from a different perspective. You know, we all live and learn and go, well, I'm not doing that again. And, you know, you kind of put in things, I know I've done it, where, okay, I've learned from that, but I won't go down that path again, and sort of slightly change the way I look at things or believe in things. And this is what this is all about, new beginnings. But make sure that when you do tie up loose ends, they're done properly, especially where relationships are concerned. If you can sit down and end a relationship properly, an adult and maturely, then your karma allows you to flow on freely into the next. It's when we don't deal with things properly, we end up, it comes back to haunt us further down the line. So always be aware of that. Finish things off properly and right. So coming through a transformation can be a little bit difficult. So this card would represent, yes, it may be a little bit of a difficult exercise, especially with relationships. But this is saying don't allow yourself to get too weary. This is the challenge to climbing the mountain, to the freedom, to the success. In some ways, we have to let things go in order to get further up the mountain. And this is saying, if you're feeling a bit lacking in energy, take care of yourself. If you're feeling a little tired, put a little bit more sleep into your routine, but you will overcome the challenge. And that's the beauty of that card. And then as we move on, we've got some really good productive communication coming in around you, especially where money is concerned. Any courses or learning or entering into anything like that will serve you well. So this is a very productive card. So I would say the message from the other two cards is that once you've come through that transformation and tying up loose ends, this is things being extremely productive for you in a very positive way. Really, really good news. And especially if it's around relationships, maybe you are going from single to being in a relationship, and that's a transformation. Maybe you're in a relationship and getting married, and that's another transformation. But where relationships are concerned, we have love. And this is real pleasure and real deep love. This for me, especially with the death card, could be that if you've been single, that chapter of your life is now over. And any friendships, relationships that you're making are coming into a loving environment. So this is growth. This is moving forward in relationships and a much more loving time. Can also talk about loving yourself if you are not interested in relationships. This is about know that there is a lot of love around you, that you are truly loved. And don't forget that. Sometimes we do forget that other people love us, admire us, think the world of us. And that in itself is something to be beautifully immersed in. So don't forget, you are loved. And this is what this world's about, love. So a very important month. Looking at the cards, I would say a very important month for you, Gemini, on your evolution, on your journey, on your transformation. And this opens up new things for you, but always let the love into your heart, because that's what this world really, really exists on. So I hope you've enjoyed your monthly insight into March, and that you subscribe if you haven't already. We need to get this channel to grow. I'm transforming with this channel, taking it from nothing up a little notch. So if you did enjoy the reading, please subscribe and like and share. It would be fabulous. And so until next time, have the most amazing March. Lots of love and bye for now. Mwah.